Hey boys and girls, Mr. D here, and I'm just going to show you a drawing. We're going to draw it together for an experiment that we're going to do with the snails when you get back. But first, you have to draw the plan because that's what scientists do. They draw out their plans. And this experiment is called a snail race. And you would think that sounds funny because snails aren't really fast. And in a race, you normally go fast, right? But we just got to deal with the way the snails go. They might be slow to us, but to a snail, they're probably pretty fast. So first thing I'm going to do is switch camera so you can see this. So what I have here is a sheet of paper, and I have this roll of masking tape. I'm going to use this to help make circles, okay? And so if you have a roll of masking tape at home and a sheet of paper and a pencil, go ahead and do that. Okay, you will need that. So I'm just going to use this to make a circle. Okay, there's my circle. And then I should have left it in there because now I want to make an inner circle. And what I'm making is a target. Okay, it's going to look similar to something like this, except we're just going to do circles. Okay, so now I don't have my tape to help me make perfect curves, but I can just eyeball it, use my scientist eye, and just kind of eyeball the target. I'm going to do another one in the middle. Okay, and then maybe just a teeny one right there. Okay, so go ahead and pause this video and go ahead and make your drawing of a target. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 levels on my target. Okay, so go ahead and do that. If you want to do 5 levels, you want to do a larger outer ring, you can do that, but don't go greater than 5 levels on your target. Okay, go ahead and pause the video right now and go ahead and do that. Hey, welcome back. Thanks for pausing the video. Okay, now you're probably wondering, Mr. D, what does this target have to do with a snail race? Okay, well, like I told you, when we come back, we're going to have a different kind of target that I laminated, because this kind of paper, a snail probably wouldn't do well on this kind of paper. But I have targets that are laminated, they're shiny and smooth, and the snail will probably move smoother on that kind of paper. But we're just setting up our plan. Remember, this is just a plan. And what you're doing at home with this picture you're gonna make, you're gonna transfer it into your science notebook when you get back, okay? So everyone drew a nice target, and then what the plan is, we're going to put your snail right in the center here, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and draw my snail. Okay, there's the shell. Look at the shell apex. Let me zoom in so you guys can see better. Put the shell apex. Oh, gosh, I guess this doesn't zoom in. There you go. And the shell lip right here. And then we got the foot, right, of the snail. And then the head comes up. We got upper antenna here, lower antenna here. And then what's the mouth called? That's right, the radula. And it's right up here. And it's a sad face. It's a sad mouth because remember, it scrapes. It eats by scraping. Okay. So here's our picture of a snail. Now what we're going to do when we get back to class, you're going to have your target and the snail. Each table group will get their own target and their own snail. And it's going to be pretty loud, but is that okay? It's okay to have fun because scientists have fun. It's okay to be loud, but we got to just remember that there are neighbors around us. And what you're going to do with your target, you're going to place your snail right in the middle. And someone's going to hold the shell because the snail will want to move. So you got to hold the shell, not too hard where you're going to crush the snail underneath, but just hold the shell so the snail isn't going anywhere, it's staying in the middle. And then and once every group has their snail in the middle, I'm going to say go, or maybe do a countdown, 3, 2, 1, go. And then that person that's holding the snail will let go of their finger and we'll see what direction the snail goes. Okay. Now, and we'll probably go for like a minute or two. You can, if you want, you can ask me to spray your snail with water from the water bottle, because sometimes if the environment is moist, then the snail will thrive in it and they'll want to move. And so I can spray your target, but our goal is to get the snail across the lines, the levels of your target, and can maybe come out to the outer run. Now, sometimes your snail won't want to do anything. They just don't want to race that day. Okay, or they might go this way and then decide they're going to turn around and go back this way. Okay, or they might go around the rings of your target. Okay, we can't control that. We didn't know what the snail is going to do. All we know is that we're going to put the snail in the middle. You're going to have a minute or maybe 2 minutes. We'll see. And then at the end, we'll see what ring, what level of ring your snail landed at or stopped at the end of 2 minutes. And then if your snail went all the way outside, great job. Your snail did it. You did it. Okay. So kids, what I want you to do is draw this on a piece of paper, and then you can either bring it back and we can cut out your drawing, or you can draw it, and then when you come back to school, find another blank sheet of paper in your science notebook. And of course, we got to put it in our table of contents, but you can redraw your picture. Okay, so don't worry if your target circles aren't perfect or your snail isn't perfect. Like for me, I want his shell to be a little bigger, just because it looks like it fits better for his body. But that's okay. This is just a drawing. Okay, and again, this is science class. We're not artists. We're scientists right now. Okay, so yeah, when we come back, go ahead and draw it in or cut it out and put it in your science notebook, and then we will be ready to do our snail race, and I'll let you guys pick which snail you want to do. Now, I heard other classrooms, they named their snails, and I heard some of you are talking already named one of them Turbo. So maybe Turbo, that's a great name for a snail that you want to go fast. Maybe that's the one your table will pick. And we'll do it a couple times. Maybe you want to switch a snail out if you pick a snail that was a little, maybe they're tired. They've been eating all day, and now we want them to race. Maybe they're a little tired, so maybe it's not appropriate for them. So you can pick another one. We'll do 1 or 2 races that afternoon. All right, kids, so go ahead and get your drawing done. Save it. Put in that big envelope that your packet went home in, your packet arrived with all the other homework. And then when you bring it back on May 20th, we can transfer it into your science notebook. All right, kids, have a great afternoon.